we need to give. So here we have a toy drive. We have Burdett Farms, who has donated Christmas trees so that we can bring a little bit of magic to our community. Well, these last 9 months, I don't think any of us could have expected what we're dealing with today, nor do I think that any one of us want this kind of division in our communities. In regards to last Tuesday, where I was at a Board of Supervisors meeting to speak and use my voice for 3 minutes, I was arrested and charged with trespassing and resisting arrest. I think that this goes a little bit deeper than that, and there's been lots of conversations regarding masks, and I have something to say about that. Every day, without a thought, your breath moves for you. It is the easiest, most convenient, natural tool that we have. 70% of the toxins in our body are released simply through breathing. If you don't use those deep breaths, those toxins stay in your body. Your breath helps lower your heart rate. It relieves emotional distress. It improves your blood. It releases carbon dioxide. It increases oxygen. It releases tension. It eases the pain. And it elevates your mood by decreasing stress. So please, I believe that it was my freedom to not cover my face. I believe it is my freedom to take deep breaths everywhere I go. I believe that it is my right to walk into a Board of Supervisors meeting that was designed for the public, to give us information and to allow us to speak our voice. My breath is a God-given right, and I choose to breathe freely. The American Republic was founded on a set of beliefs that were tested during the Revolutionary War. This belief that all people are created equal, that people have the fundamental rights. Now pay attention, are any of these rights being imposed upon and taken? Liberty, free speech, freedom of religion, due process of law, freedom of assembly, that the government structure, their role is to balance liberties with orders. The Boston Herald wrote a great article on Independence Day saying that the Declaration of Independence was not a closing document. It was an opening bid. It wasn't a victory, but a promise to fight against tyranny. The tyranny against absolute power, like in 1776. Almost 200 years later, Dr. King fought against tyranny of segregation. Slavery existed all over the world before 1776. It existed in Brazil in 1867. It exists today in parts all over the world. I feel that our choice of business, our choice in everyday life, starts with the Bible. In Genesis, it describes that God breathed into man and he became a living person. In Job, if we were to take back God's spirit and withdraw his breath, all would cease. In Isaiah, he created life and everything in it. He gives breath to every life, to everyone who walks this earth. I made this statement and read this quote back in June when we had our last freedom rally. And we need to remember that freedom is never more than just one generation away from extinction. That we did not pass it on to our children in the bloodstream. Our freedoms must be fought for. They must be protected. And they must be handed on to our children for them to do the same. I love you all. I love my community. And I hope that one by one we continue to stand up so that our children understand, live, and have the same opportunities and freedoms that we grew up with. We are faced with a fight. And I don't mean that we can take out our hands and our guns, although that we are given those rights as well. Please stand together in unity, in love, continue to hug, and please continue to live because God gave you breath. And I hope that you breathe deeply and accept this gift of life that we have.